Hi folks and welcome. I'm here in Ballybeg Greens here in Waterford City. This is a fabulous facility here on our doorstep. This is Ray Parr. Ray is the social enterprise manager out here and he's going to tell us a bit about Ballybeg Greens. Ray, tell me, when did you start up here and tell me about all the great work you're doing at the moment?
Okay, well firstly, Ballybeg Greens is a social enterprise attached to Brill, the Family Resource Centre here in Ballybeg. The Family Resource Centre itself is running since the early 1990s. Ballybeg Greens started in 2013 and in 2018 it became funded through Hubble. At that stage, the position of manager, myself, the gardener and assistant gardener were provided and funded for.
Very good. And you run lots of courses and that's a big part of what you do, isn't it?
Part of our remit, we're a non-for-profit, so any surpluses we make come back into the services here, but we do provide training services. We offer the facility for our local training initiative to provide horticultural courses here. We ourselves then would have people working with us from the community employment schemes. We would also have people who are furthest from employment getting work experience here. They would come from people with additional needs, people who may have been in trouble with the law or recovering addicts.
Fantastic. So you have a huge range of services here under one roof, or shall we say polytunnel. We're in the polytunnel today.
today.
Yeah, absolutely. And you also sell your stuff as well to local restaurants and the public.
Obviously, in 2020 was a tough year for us with the restaurants and pub trade closed, but we've developed our veg box scheme, which we run in association with Down Syndrome Ireland. Downs get a 20% take from that, and at a time when they can't actually fundraise, it makes a huge difference to them. It can be ordered in two ways. One can either sign up with the Down syndrome and pay weekly on a direct debit, or we send notices to people on Facebook. So if people wanted to let us know on Facebook they're interested, they'll get a message every week and they can order it on an ad hoc basis that way if they don't want to sign up.
Fantastic. And you've lots of big plans out here in Ballybeg Greens.
We certainly have. We have just appointed a new head gardener, Bernadette, and I'm going to leave Bernadette tell you about the plans because she's way more of a favourite than I would be.
She's the guru.
She's the guru.
She's the guru. Okay, Ray, thanks a million.
Thank you, Maria.
Cheers. So this is Bernadette Kervick. Bernadette is the head grower and teacher here in Ballybeg Greens. Bernadette, you've just been appointed to this role, so you're a newbie out here, are you?
I'm a newbie.
But you're not a newbie to growing your own veg.
I'm not a newbie to growing. I have actually been here since 2019 on and off through placements, and that's how I ended up getting a job here. So my plans here is to continue the good work, the excellent work that's been done in Ballybeg Greens, with the idea of continuing the organic growing of vegetables, herbs, but making sure that they're organic and that there's no pesticides or anything. I'm going to keep everything natural. I'm going to use organic pesticides. I'm going to also introduce biodiversity, which, for example, if you have companion planting where you might have beef roots or you might have basil and you'll plant tomatoes, oregano, peas. So each one has its need to, it's like a symbiotic relationship with one plant to another.
It's like yin and yang.
Exactly, yin and yang, exactly. And they thrive off each other.
Okay.
On top of that, with nature balances everything. It's not until we come in that we unbalance things.
Okay.
So if we keep it to the way nature has it, like putting flowers, bringing in pollinators like yarrow, coreopsis, yarrow. You could have calendula, borage, and some of these flowers you can also eat in restaurants.
Okay.
So it's all trying to be.
So these are the pretty flowers you sometimes see in your plate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
We'll bring in marigolds, etc. So all of that is the plan. I will then, any spraying that has to be done, as I've mentioned, will be natural and organic. I'll give you one example: vinegar, salt, neem oil, different things like that, and you make up different recipes, which I've already done.
Oh, so this keeps the little bugs away.
These keeps the bugs away, but you also don't want to kill the beneficial bugs.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to make sure, again, the main word in growing is balance.
Yeah.
You have to try and get the balance. And if you start as you intend to go on, you learn from any mistakes that you make by keeping records, then that is very important. So then the following season, you look back and say, okay, this worked, this didn't, and that's how you'll basically take it from there.
Fantastic.
So that's what we're hoping to do. So one of the other things that we'll be doing, we'll be putting in hanging baskets into polytunnels. We want all those lovely little bees, birds and butterflies to make their way to Ballybeg Greens and ladybirds. And once that happens, then we'll have very healthy, good plants to sell for anybody who wishes to partake of our crop.
Brilliant, that's fantastic. And to any of the aspiring growers at home, what's one of your top tips?
Well, you know we're going through some very challenging times right now, okay, with COVID-19. There's something called the biophilia effect. Edward O. Wilson discovered that. And what it is that when you're in nature, when you're working with nature, plants or your environment, you actually feel good.
Yes.
Okay? With regards to trying to plant something, don't forget there's some excellent books out there, excellent websites, and don't ever give up.
Okay.
There's always somebody out there to help you. There's always blogs, there's always some place that you can actually go. And don't ever give up. That's the main top tip I would say for you
Keep
today.
going and drive on.
Keep going, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've had a few growing disasters myself, so so keep going. Don't
Learn
give up.
from them
It might
and
even
move
be
on.
me. Okay, that's good to know. Look, Bernadette, thank you so much for your time today. And folks, keep an eye on Ballybeg Greens Facebook page. They're going to be bringing out their summer boxes soon. Do support this fantastic organisation. It's here on our doorsteps. Thanks for watching.